Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It's a healthy and delicious snack that can be whipped up in just a couple minutes. Here to share her recipe for carrot cake protein poppers, we welcome back culinary nutritionist Sophia Malek, aka the Bad Nutritionist. Hello.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be back.
We are making yummy protein energy bites that we need, but they're going to taste good.
Energy bites.
Yeah.
That is it.
We were trying to decide what to call them.
And energy bites, I think, is totally it. So,
yes.
We're going to see if this is going to work for us today.
We'll find out.
It's being a bit of a drama queen, but, you know, keeping us on our toes.
Suspense.
The duct tape, that was a perfect zoom in. We were wondering why it's having a hard time.
But this is realistic. This is what
it's a working
our
kitchen
kitchens at home look like. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I love this recipe because you can really make it your own.
Nice.
So today we're doing carrot cake. I don't know why carrot cake does kind of remind me of Valentine's Day. It has no connotation for Valentine's Day, I suppose, traditionally, but
why not?
I think it's like spring, you know?
Some people, carrot cake is their absolute favorite thing.
Exactly.
So you never know.
It's very niche dessert.
Okay.
So, so what we're gonna go ahead and add everything in and hope that it works today.
Yeah.
So you wanna use a food processor or like a really high power Vitamix or something, whatever you have, because the whole point is to put it all in there, blend it together.
Super
We're using
easy.
some really soft dates,
Okay.
and that's really what's gonna help hold everything together.
Oh, nice.
But we also have, you know, chia seeds and oatmeal, which also have their own like fiber and glutinous
and lots
stuff
of different texture too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We want to keep the mind guessing, the mouth guessing.
Keep it
really
exciting. Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with our quick cooking oats.
Okay.
I use quick cooking because they're nice and thin, so not too toothsome. You want to have a texture from the oats, but you don't want to be like chewing for hours.
Not too challenging.
Yeah. And then we've got an entire an entire cup of carrots.
Okay, nice.
I pre-shredded those.
Beautiful.
And then we're gonna do some dates. These are some nice soft dates. If the dates you got at the store were a little on the harder side, you can also put them in some like warm water and they'll soften up.
Good
and then
tip.
we've got a tablespoon of chia seeds.
Nice.
And I like to think of this as being like the ultimate treat for kids because it's literally going to taste like a little dessert for them, but you're gonna get both soluble and insoluble fiber from the chia seeds.
You don't have to tell them all the good nutrients they're ingesting.
No, you can even tell them like, no, you can't have this until you have this or that. And then you realize you're like setting up a power struggle for them to eat fiber and vegetables.
Perfect.
That's my approach to parenting.
What other seasonings are going in there?
So that was pumpkin pie spice.
Okay.
A little bit of sea salt and vanilla.
Perfect.
And then we've got some coconut oil.
Oh, okay.
Oops. And we're gonna use a little bit of protein powder today.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a flavorless protein powder, but you could use vanilla, would be delicious in this one.
Okay, and could you kind of take or leave that depending on, I guess, how much you want to amp up the protein?
Totally, yeah. So these are really protein and fiber heavy.
Yeah.
And so for me as a parent, that's really the hardest struggle for me is getting both protein, fiber, and I guess just general vegetables of any kind into them.
Anything besides mac and cheese and chicken nuggets is a struggle, basically.
Or crackers. Yeah, exactly.
Lots of goldfish.
Same. It's almost like we are sharing the same reality.
That's so weird.
So then we're going to finish it with about a half a cup of nut butter. And today I'm using peanut butter. I think the recipe online that I submitted calls for almond.
Okay.
I also think cashew would be delicious.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
You know, cashew would kind of be like an ode to that cream cheese topping that you're used to.
Okay.
And so we'll put our lid on. And it's
a moment of truth. Find out.
Okay.
Does she mix? Does she have power?
Gotta go to the green button.
Green button.
Now.
On.
You have to do both at the same time?
No. Look at me, I look like I'm playing guitar.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just having an issue. So basically what we would do though at this point, we're miming.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's blended. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous.
Yay.
It's one homogeneous mixture. And so what you would do is you'll pull it out, kind of roll it into a ball form, and you could even roll it into coconut flakes after. It would be very tasty.
That's a good idea.
Put them all on a sheet tray. Put them in your fridge just for I think like an hour. It just helps everything kind of settle in, and then you enjoy them, and they'll keep for about a week in the fridge.
I was going to say, and then they're just in your fridge ready to go.
Yeah, and you could even freeze them because everything in here freezes really excellently.
That's a good idea.
So you can just pull them out as you need it.
You could do sprinkles. You could do a chocolate chip on top. I'm thinking of all the ways I could entice my children to eat these things.
And you could do cocoa powder and dried cherries.
Ooh, that
really
sounds
yummy.
so good. Okay. We are going to figure out the mixer in the break so we can take a bite, because that looks so good. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was great to see you. We will have this recipe and more about Sophia on our website at katu.com. And we'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.